Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi. It's me, Peter Sweet, reporting today. Yes, thank you. AKA Pete Sweet. But here we are. We're getting ready to report, break some news for ENN. We're about to go live on location. We have a number of stories that we could potentially break this evening, and you, the folks at home, the producers, will be helping us out along the way. So I want to introduce all of you. We have Idle Spork, Hey It's Aaron, Blues Drive Amelia, Warm Winter, Someone Took Glips, Grass Dragon, Peloni Man, Menstrosity, Warm Winter, Jude Vespa, that's a fun one, Boy Fister. It's good to see you back, brother. Salad Fork, Yarkazm, Major Chaos, Bipolar Express 420. And the rest. You got to stop on one like that. But hey, folks, so we're breaking news. We have 3 different locations that we could visit today, and 3 different stories that we could break. We'll go over those in just a second. But first of all, there's ways that you can, producers at home, can help us along the way. So if you subscribe to our program, you can let us know if there's an up to the second breaking story, and we'll get a live reaction from the folks that we're interviewing on the street. Because we're going to be doing what they call man on the street interviews. And as we're talking to them, we'll get a live reaction, some live feedback to a breaking news story. Here's one from last time, if we have one loaded up.
Loaded.
Breaking news. The lizards are loose. Thank you, Buddha Trixie the band. Woo. They're loose. Did we ever figure out what happened with those guys?
The lizards?
Yes.
Buddha Trixie the band?
No, the
I
lizards.
think they're going on tour.
The lizards?
Yeah.
Oh. Lounge lizards on tour. That's fun. They're normally in the lounge.
That's fun.
That's fun. They're normally in the lounge. They're normally consigned to the lounge. But now they're on tour. It's fun. If we get...
fun.
Yeah, me too. If we get, I think, 20 subscriptions, is that the number? 15. If we get 15 subscriptions, we'll go to a press conference. And there's stuff that happens there, but we'll go over that when we go.
Remember when you said the lizards are in the lounge?
The lizards are in the lounge.
That's a Pete tweet.
That is a Pete tweet, yes.
Pete tweet.
Famously, I was Twitter famous for a while. Pete tweets. 600 followers that I had at the time. So,
Not bad. Huge. Oh, that's right. That's fun.
So many.
it's a lot. It's more than 500. So, let's see. What else do we have here? You can cancel the person that I'm interviewing. For $5 on the spot, that's it. They're done. And if we don't want to platform somebody who's done something wrong, so make sure to let us know if that's happened. And I think that's pretty much everything that's really important. Is that right?
I think so.
So let's put it up to a decision. Am I from the Midwest? No, I'm from the PNW, the Pacific Northwest. I'm from Oregon.
Ooh.
Thereabouts.
The poll's in the chat because the other poll we use is broken.
Oh, no.
There's a poll in the chat.
Well, that's too bad. That's not good.
It's great, actually. It's cool.
I guess it's okay. So we have 3 different locations that we can visit today that you can choose from. We can either go to an AI conference. Artificial intelligence is what that stands for. For a while, I thought we were going to go talk with Alan Iverson, and I got really excited.
Oh, we're not?
No, it's for robots. It's for robots. But there's robots, yes, indeed. So there's that. There's a protest happening outside Capitol Hill. We'll hop over to Washington, which is just next door. We'll hop over to Washington and check out the protests over the TikTok ban that they're talking about potentially doing. And then I think the last option is we could go to it was a man's cave. What is it?
Harder Men's Conference.
Harder Men's Conference. It's for boys who are a little bit. They need the other boys in their life. They need to get together with the other boys and sort of build themselves up, build some confidence, and we'll get to talk a little bit about that.
We're going to the TikTok thing.
Perfect. So I don't watch TikTok. I don't know what that is really 100%. I know that there's dogs on it and cats and things. And so maybe we can learn a little bit more about what the dogs and the cats are doing on this little doohickey. So let's hop over. Let's see what we can learn about TikTok and the government. Hello Hello, everyone. Hi there. We are outside Capitol Hill here in Washington, D.C., as protesters from around the country have gathered to protest a recent decision regarding the TikTok ban. Apparently, this app with cats and dogs has a lot of Chinese spies hanging around trying to get your kids' addresses and where they go to school and what they like to buy for lunch. And so I don't think that's good that they have that, because then they can do... Well, I don't really know what they can do with that information, but probably something really scary, you know? We've all seen the remake of Red Dawn, right? Where they're from China. We've all seen that, right? With Chris Hemsworth in it. And Josh Beck. And Josh Beck. And, you know, he lost a lot of weight for that role.
Yeah.
That was before Ozempic. He had to work for that. So, folks, we all know that this is a very serious topic, and so we're going to talk to hopefully some of these protesters. You can't quite hear them. They're pretty far away. They're in the distance there, but we know that they're going to be passing this way. So if we see any of them, maybe we'll stop and grab an interview. Oh, hello. Hi there.
Hello! Hello!
Would you like to be interviewed for the TV?
Oh my God, I love it.
Terrific. Now, what's your name?
My name is Deborah Messing.
Deborah Messing.
Yes.
You know,
Not to be mistaken for that woman on TV.
I'm glad there was some clarification there, because I was going to say I love your work. But now I can't really speak to what your work is. What's the F that stand for there?
F is for my husband, Frank. I'm doing this for him today.
So you're here at the protest over TikTok for Frank?
Yeah, I am. And here's the deal. F is for Frank. I am a TikTok wife. I am a TikTok meal prepper. And Frank, they don't want us. They're trying to stop from China seeing what I make you for lunch.
Are you a successful TikToker? Like, did a lot of people watch your videos on food prep?
Yeah, a lot of people at my old job that I was let go from have subscribed.
What was your old job?
Oh, I worked at a school.
Oh, why were you fired?
They didn't trust me anymore.
Why did they not trust you anymore?
I was too vocal online.
About what?
About what my husband eats. My husband typically eats a lot for lunch at his job. He also works at the school.
So you were body shaving your hubby. Is that what I'm to understand?
No, I was celebrating him.
You were celebrating him.
What?
Wait, he eats too much?
Yeah. And I love that about him. Frank, I love that about you, man.
Oh, if Frank's watching right now, do you have a message for him?
Yeah, come home.
Wait, why isn't he home?
Because I stopped feeding him. Because I was scared.
What were you scared of?
Of everything. Well,
Deborah, we have all the time in the world. Unpack your myriad fears for us on TV.
Okay, so here's the thing. I was scared that people were gonna know more about his diet and try to poison him.
Did he have enemies? Is that why you're so concerned about potential poison?
Yeah, the principal, my old employer.
So was he a coworker of yours, or did they just know that he was your husband? Why do they have...
Everybody knew we were in love. That's for sure.
No,
I would make him a big sandwich. I would put leftovers from last night's dinner in there, cold. I would give him a drink that was Gatorade mixed with a special surprise powder, and I would also give him a canned item.
Two things. What was the surprise powder? And you don't have to hold your shirt up the whole time.
How would you see?
Well, we know we've established pretty clearly what's on the shirt.
I'm doing this for every single TikTok meal prepper out there. We will not be silenced, and we will not go away.
We have some breaking news to take a look at.
What?
Let's see what it is. Breaking. In earnings call, Elon Musk says, quote, "My nut is actually powered by AI,"
Oh,
end
no.
quote, receives $56 billion pay package.
What's a nut?
I think squirrels like to hang on to those little things.
Oh, good. They can have their meals, but my husband can't have his.
Now, I'm trying to figure out the order of operations here, because it sounds very much like you were concerned that your husband was eating too much, but we're also kind of happy about it.
Yeah.
So you posted about it on TikTok, and the principal, now, when they fired you, did they say explicitly it was because of your TikTok husbandry?
They said that my murmurs behind camera, my voiceover edits, were violating privacy, the school's privacy.
So were you using the voices of children for these TikToks?
No, I was talking about all the places I kissed my husband in the school.
And this was pertinent to the food preparation in what way?
Well, basically, I put a lot of passion in his meals, and I just want people to know that I'm a devoted wife, a devoted meal prepper, and I serve my king.
And something of an exhibitionist as well. We have more breaking news. Let's take a look.
I love you.
Breaking. Were you talking to me just now? Did you say... never mind. Man loses testicles in horrific biking accident.
I cannot imagine.
So far tonight.
A lot of nuts on the brain, folks. But that happened. There's no denying that happened. And it's a big story. It's trending on Twitter. It's what it's...
If you like to know what men eat sloppy style, then follow me at Deborah Messing, not that redhead, on TV.
That's a long username. That's a very... do you... Listen... Do you want to try to spin this into a full-time career for you, this TikTok thing?
I would love that. I really need money. I don't know if Frank is going to come back, but my bank accounts are, they're completely zeroed
So
out.
it's fair to say that if TikTok were banned, you would be, this would put a dampen on your livelihood. So what are you planning to do to stop this from happening?
I plan on staying here until I die.
Breaking news. We just got some breaking news. Oh, you're not allowed to do that.
Oh, all right. Well, basically, I'll probably just go beg my kids to forgive me for being cruel.
Okay. All right.
Not in a bad way, but in a funny way.
And how you want to demo that for us here on the TV?
What? Oh, how I discipline my kids?
Yeah, how you would apologize to your children.
Okay. Please, I'll feed you so much canned food. I will stop giving it only to Frank's lunch. I will feed you lunch as well, please. Please, it is all I just need to feed. I need to feed.
You started sounding like Patti Smith there for a second from Horses. That was Patti Smith in what's the one? Oh God, what's the song where she's like Gloria? Yeah, that was the Gloria delivery that you just did. That
Who
was
do
incredible.
you work for?
Who do I work for? Ian.
Who do you work for? By the
Everything Now
way?
News. Everything Now News. Ian.
I never heard of that. I don't trust that.
So where do you get your
Wait
news?
a minute.
Where do you get your
work for the
news?
school?
I don't work for the school. No, I work for the news. Do you? I mean, I guess in a sense I'm a public servant. So in some respects I work for the school, not in really significant ways, though.
I gotta go. I don't trust this man. Beware. I don't trust this man. He probably is doing this to us. He's probably the president in disguise.
No, you know what it sounded like more specifically? It sounded like her delivery from the song Piss Factory, one of her early singles. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm adding it.
Never return to burn, learn. Yeah, anyway.
That sounded like.
So, Patti Smith, folks.
Is that the takeaway?
That's the takeaway. That's the breaking news here. Patti Smith is up in arms. Folks, let's see if we can get another interview here. Oh, no. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Hi there. Can we have you step right over here, please?
You got me.
Oh, now, what were you up to? You got your mask on to hide your identity?
I was gonna rob the damn place while everyone was busy outside.
Well, there's still stuff going on in Capitol Hill, I have to presume. I mean, like, there's
stuff going on. Have you heard?
they're banning TikTok, right?
Sure, that's big news, but all the big state buildings around the National Mall one night a year have to put all their funding in the basement of the Senate building. That's one night, $270 million.
So in one epic night, we could make off with the entire... One could make off with the entire U.S. Treasury Department, is that right? All of the money?
Theoretically, it's possible. It's never been done, but obviously, there are some stories out there.
Now, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You're walking around with a big hammer.
Yes.
Walk me through step by step your plan as to how to get into the, because this is more important than the TikTok story. Is this attempted B&E?
Honestly, TikTok, who cares? They can ban whatever information platform they want. Honestly, the hammer is sort of actually more of a deterring tool. You know that old thing? It's like you wear a vest and a clipboard. You can get almost anywhere.
Well, there are folks with guns in there, you know.
What fires the bullet? When you pull the trigger, answer me this, little boy. Sorry, I don't know how young you are.
I'll take that as a compliment.
The hammer of the gun comes down, my friend. And when they see me with one of these, I mean, maybe I got bullets in my pockets. I line them right up and I don't know. It could be. I also have to break a big window.
Have you tested this? Have you done a trial run with this tech?
When you say technology.
Yeah, I'm being very generous when I say technology. You're attempting to hit a bullet with a hammer.
Yeah, you smash a bullet with a hammer in your garage, any of your cousins could get hit with that thing. So I'm just going to say don't try that at home. But you know what's not home? The People's House right behind me. The Senate.
Okay, here's some breaking news.
What?
We have some breaking news. Let's hear. Brain-eating wigs from space are amongst us. Don't be fooled. Don't trust anyone.
Huh. I mean, I
Thankfully,
for one,
all of us are wearing our natural hair.
Oh, for sure. Now, underneath this, I do have one very long rat tail. It's coiled up, sort of like the poop emoji on top of my head under this hat.
Or like a snake in the hat of a snake charmer, you know, or like one of those big pots where they kind of cut it up.
Yes, almost a basket.
Like a basket.
You know what you can do with a snake and a hammer? You can bash the hell out of it.
Well, folks.
So you want in on this heist or not?
I don't.
You know?
I really don't.
I need 8 or 9 more guys.
Did you not have sort of like an attempted livelihood before this, or have you always been a sort of a
Before
crook
this,
and a sneak?
I was a working father and musician.
What genre were you cooking in, sir?
Sort of like pop tunes, parodies of famous Beatles songs, mostly.
Was there an overriding theme of the parodies, or was it just sort of whatever came to you?
You know how Paul McCartney kind of wrote "Hey Jude" as like a nice song for John Lennon's son, you know, going through some rough times.
Of course.
I like to flip everything and make them about how those Beatles kids are bad, and they've done bad.
Capital emergency! Capital emergency! This is an announcement from the Capital Emergency Broadcast System.
Did you hear
it's
that?
interesting they don't have like an alarm system. It's just a guy yelling.
Yeah, I see him at the top of the stairs.
He's not wearing any uniform
our
either.
lock systems have failed. Our lock systems have failed. Just want to announce, please don't go inside. All locks have failed. The doors are open. Everything is accessible, but please don't take advantage of that.
That means Riley did his job in the van. We're in.
So was it like Hey Rude? Instead of Hey Jude, was it Hey Rude?
It was
Someone
like
pointed that out up there.
Oh, that was from
Yeah.
the chat.
Anti-snowman.
Any of you guys in the chat know anything about heists or how to get out with a lot of money? I know how to get in, but I don't have a way to hold the money yet.
It's a lot of money, and it's gonna be pretty heavy. I mean, you don't have a bag on you at all, really?
Ah, man, I got a bag. Give me a basketball, I'll show you shit.
What's the graphic tee that you have underneath your...
Oh, underneath here, I actually do have a pretty sick-ass graphic tee. I got that from...
Could you show the folks at home your
Yeah, I got
graphic
that
tee?
from Journeys. So that's gonna just say single-family boat.
You know, bulletproof vests are... You can buy those over the counter, you know?
Yeah, but if I'm wearing a vest, I'm not at my best. I'll take that every fucking day.
All right, okay.
You
so,
like cops?
Do I like cops?
I don't know.
Not particularly.
You want to join the heist?
Okay, what would
I came over here
All
to
right.
ask you for your help, to be honest. I saw you come out of that big van.
Oh, so you want to use the news van as a getaway vehicle?
Riley's in the van right now, and he's working his magic on the keys, but...
Wait, why is Riley in our van? Did we just let somebody into our news van?
Yeah.
And why did we do that?
They asked politely.
That's Riley. He can talk his way in anywhere.
was
He's the
so-
charmer.
Why isn't he the
charmer.
why isn't he the one going in? Why are
He's
we
the
leaving it to a guy
charmer,
with a hammer?
he's the face, and he's the tech guy, okay?
That's too many jobs for one guy. What are you then?
I'm just sort of, I could do anything, and most of the
No.
time I'm smashing, right?
It really
I'm
doesn't
breaking,
feel
I'm
like,
flattening.
It really, hate to disagree.
I don't know.
Hello, studio.
Who are you talking to?
It's a new studio. It's a studio. They're upset maybe.
Wow.
Hey, hi. Hey, this is Clarence. We're just wondering. We're waiting on this Google Meet for you to show up. We just noticed you haven't dialed in yet. Just wondering when we can start the meeting.
Oh no, I'm working on location. I'm doing a sort of a.
Are you supposed to be somewhere right now?
There was a Zoom thing.
Right. I'm just saying. We had your review recently, and we did give the feedback that you weren't in a lot of meetings, and I just don't want that to reflect negatively on your chance at promotion and or a raise.
Hey, what kind of cut am I looking at here?
Honestly, I'll give you 50%. Full. 100%.
That seems...
I'll give you all of it. At the end of this, I'm going Joker mode. I'm killing Riley to take his shares, and you off me. My life insurance pays out. My kids are set.
How are you hoping to die? How do you want to die by my hand?
How do I want to die?
Sure.
Surrounded by my loved ones in a bed. How will I die? You're gonna choke me to death in front of everyone and the camera. If you're in, that is.
Hey, so yeah, I'm gonna be like 20 minutes late for that meeting. I'll try to loop back in.
Well, it's already 10 minutes in the meeting. It is a 30-minute meeting. Again, you're not really.
Wait, what are we even talking about? What's the context of the meeting?
Well, it's really for a different department, and you're really not involved in the agenda as planned. But
Okay,
it's
well,
good
then
that you're there.
why couldn't this just be an email then?
Do we need to take this offline? Should we take this offline? Do we need to take this conversation
Employment is a
offline?
gift these days. You suck his feet, all right? You keep that job. Trust me, as a working father.
I'm just gonna mark you as absent. And then we'll go
all
on
right,
your record.
I'll try to make it up for you guys. I'll work a weekend or something.
You will work a weekend. Thank you.
I lack the constitution for theft, unfortunately, so I'll have to turn it down. But because
These guys are stealing from you every single day. Every single day, these damn guys are stealing from you. And guess what? Maybe I bash a senator in the head with a hammer.
Oh.
Maybe I find where a senator lives and I hit their husband with a hammer. In Minecraft.
Well, that's like 30
In
years.
Minecraft.
Well, now we know that's like 30 years. That's like a 30-year sentence if you try that. Yeah, I know.
A 30-year sentence?
30-year sentence.
Talk about a run-on. Well, I should get out of here, huh? I got a whole heist to do.
We got some more breaking news. Let me get your reaction to this.
Oh, for
before
sure.
you go. Jesus sided at Red Robin. When asked for comment, he just said, "Yum."
You said yum in a way I wasn't expecting you to say yum. I think in the commercial they...
Here. Oh, you know what? Your voice actually feels much more amenable to the yum from the commercial.
Yeah, from the commercial it's more like...
Let's get one.
Yum!
I don't know if I agree. I feel like... Let me try again.
Yeah, you go. You do a yum.
Yum. Okay, no, that wasn't quite right either. Do you want to do one more time?
Yeah, I'll do one more.
All right. I feel like we'll get it this time.
Yeah, babe. Yum, hey.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck in there.
God damn, that was hot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, folks. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to be able to actually help you with the theft because, like I said, my bones are made of glass. So when you go in there, do your best, and we'll be waiting for you in the van. And we can use the van as a getaway car.
100%. I will see you later. And just so you know, bang bang, Maxwell's big ol' hammer comes down on a husband's head.
Okay, so because that's the kid. The kid did it because the naughty little boy hit you on the head with a hammer because of in the parody songs of the Beatles. I got it. I'm right there.
Sir, please do not go inside.
Walking away.
Sir, please stop.
You're not gonna shoot me, I dare you! I knew it! They're letting you right in!
We got him. That guy is dead.
One more seat in the van. One free seat in the van, folks. That's the bag seat. That's what I call a bag seat. A bag can go in that seat now. Really, too bad, he was a father. Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, let's see. Teachers for TikTok. I'm getting sick, dog. Now this is interesting. Now this is interesting. Look, now let's hold that still for just a second, sir. So that the folks at home can read it. Teachers for TikTok. I'm getting sick, dog. Now what does that mean?
Well, as an educator, I just feel like we're doing a disservice to today's youth. The Gen Alphas and the Gen Zers. It's an extension of their hand. Of their body, the phone.
Right.
And so this is the language that they've been raised on. So I'm just trying to make sure that they can learn in a way that is, functional for them.
So you feel that TikTok is an educational tool?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Coach Neville Dean Taylor.
Coach Neville Dean Taylor. So what do you teach a particular sport or are you a PE guy?
Do I teach a sport?
Yeah, sure.
Those verbs don't go together.
Well, you're a teacher and you want to coach a sport. You're a coach, right? Is that what I'm hearing? Am I crazy? Did I just...
No, sorry. I'm just... You remind me a lot of one of my favorite travel documentarians.
Oh, Rick Steves? From PBS?
The fella who goes around Europe. Yes.
That's right. Yes,
correct.
that's basically me.
Yeah. I teach wrestling. Teach wrestling 201. I teach arm wrestling. It's a special class for anyone who's finished thumb.
You mean an elective?
Yes. Yes, I do. Thank you.
Just wanted to clarify there.
Can I take it again so I don't sound so fucking stupid?
Yes, go ahead.
I teach wrestling, I teach arm wrestling, and that's an elective. And anyone can audit that.
Awesome. We have more breaking news. So let's get a reaction here from this fella. Researchers invent edible toilet paper to reduce bathroom waste. Now I guess this is edible after, oh no, you're doing Home Alone face.
You need a different reaction?
Give me a different fun, iconic face. Oh no, this is fun. This is sort of like, almost like a Blanche Dubois, sort of.
Oh, the humanity.
Now this is great. That's awesome.
What was the breaking news thing? I completely stopped lissing.
You can eat toilet paper now after you've used it.
Wait, it didn't say that.
Sure.
After
well,
you used
it's
Fucking gross.
it's to prevent
just
waste.
eat it.
Now here's the thing. It's to prevent waste,
I
right?
think he likes doing that.
It's to
freak.
if it's to prevent waste, then why would you just eat unused toilet paper? Then that's what you use for your butt.
Maybe it's to prevent food waste. Thank you.
I don't okay, I guess that makes sense. Whatever. Look,
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I feel real confused.
when you
and scared.
so you're like my age, right? When you watch TikTok, do you feel confused at all, or does it check right out with you?
Yeah, I can't claim to understand anything that I see on these children's phones. And I see a lot of things on these children's phones. I take their phones from them because I'm a teacher.
So you take their phone and then you sort of scroll through their social media feeds. What's the strangest thing you've seen in your time? Not to play devil's advocate about the safety of TikTok.
No. The weirdest thing I ever saw over a student's shoulder, I thought they were cheating on a test that they were taking. But they were actually looking at a comic of Garfield, but Garfield wasn't even in it.
Oh, Garfield without Garfield.
Oh.
Who would think?
What kind of rancid?
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
So Odie's just supposed to make it work alone?
I guess so.
John's just hanging out with a dog?
Oh, John's so sad.
This is
John
ridiculous.
is so sad in that
We've got more breaking news here, folks. Let's take a look. Breaking. Local reporter for ENN discovered to be moonlighting as a TikTok NPC.
What?
Wow.
I don't even know what that means.
If I'm not mistaken, that's sort of like a political bit of nomenclature insofar as it's supposed to mean that I'm like a normie. Is that right?
Oh, okay, yeah. I've been called that by my students.
You've been called an NPC by your students?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Did that feel good?
At the time, I thought it was cool.
Oh.
I didn't explain what it was to me. I just thought, like, that must be really nice.
So how long have you been teaching?
When did the Berlin Wall fall?
90-something? No, 80-something? When it was 89. 88? 87? It fell in 87? You don't even know. You don't even know. I'm pretty sure it fell, it was 80...
84,
89. They're saying 84, 89. They're all saying 89. It's 89, folks. I know that it was after Reagan.
87.
So, were they saying 87 now? Whatever, folks. Look, who cares?
Did you get an answer?
69.
No. Now somebody's saying 69. Now we can definitely trust that, folks. And November 9th, that's helpful. That's not even what it's not even pertinent.
I've been
But listen,
teaching for 3 years.
You've been teaching for 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been teaching for 3 years. That's interesting. I was hoping that we could get a bigger sample size of like children before TikTok and then children after TikTok, so we could see sort of the cumulative effect on the generation of folks being raised with the app.
Oh, that sounds good.
Thank you very much.
Well, we can't do that in this interview, can we?
Why not?
Because you've only been teaching for 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess TikTok's been around a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Now, when you talk to your peers, are they like, oh, children used to be like this, and now they're like this? Do they ever do that?
I kind of do that.
Okay, and in what way? What's that?
I say, like, you see these kids, like, when I was a child, kids were like this. And nowadays, kids are like this.
Yeah!
Interesting. So you recognize then the extent to which this is sort of like a shift in the behavior of children. They're sort of hooked on their telephones, hooked on their cell phones, hooked on apps like TikTok and Twitch and things like that.
Back in my day, I was hooked on phonics.
Nice.
These days,
But that made you like a more fruitful, effective individual, you know? The TikTok is just sort of like it's a bunch of people making loud noises and stuff,
how
right?
did you know I was gay?
Oh, fruitful. No, fruit. I mean, like you, as a person, you bore fruit. You know, I'm not saying that you're fruity. That would be rude of me to just to say that out of nowhere. It's not pertinent.
No, I can be sometimes. I just kind of didn't know if you've seen me before or something. Like at a... Anything coming to mind? Akbar? Flatline? Papa's and beer?
This guy's canceled.
Oh!
Local wrestling coach, not actually wrestler or coach. Huh.
No!
So then what's your deal with your little Kangol?
My little Kangol!
It's a big Kangol. It's a big Kangol. That's unfair of me. It's a really big Kangol. It's actually like comically large Kangol.
All right, I'm a custodian at the school.
A custodian?
And I help with, what do you call it when all the students are in a room and like they have like, they're just like hanging out for like 30 minutes? Homeroom.
Homeroom?
Yeah, I run homeroom sometimes. And they like me and I give them advice and I help them make it through their youth.
Can I tell you the direction I thought you were going with that? I thought you were going to say that you're a mix of a custodian and Jacques Cousteau from the Pink Panther movies.
What made you think I was gonna say that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You said custodian, and I'm like, that's not how it's normally said.
No, I have a speech impediment.
Someone pointed out custodian, that's pretty funny. Custodian.
That's funny.
That is kind of funny.
Jacques Custodian, that's definitely a bit that we could do later.
Well, you know what? I'm irreplaceable, okay? So if they fire me from the school, then I don't think that's cool.
Well, I'm rooting for you, and
Thanks.
I think I wish you all the best of luck with this here too, you know? Maybe, I feel like what you really need in life is to become a teacher first and foremost. And then all this political activism is sort of like a secondary thing, if I'm not mistaken.
I guess so. I should probably just focus on one lane at a time, right?
I guess so.
Okay. Well,
Can I give you a hug?
I really appreciate it.
I blacked out when I looked at you for a long time in your eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know where I went.
I thought I was feeling something.
I don't know where I went. I went someplace really scary. I went someplace I don't want to go again.
Well, see. Oh no.
He fell. Now that's some Jacques Custodian
Has anyone
stuff.
seen my?
You know what I'm talking about? That's some Jacques Custodian stuff that I say. Oh,
Anyone seen my goal? My Kangol?
His Kangol's blowing away in a wind.
Someone stop that goal!
Was that guy being controlled by a rat?
I think it was a mouse.
so just to sort of, just to sort of clarify what we all just saw there,
Just a cherry on top.
it was a mouse controlling that man, a rat even. And why the rat decided that this was his raison d'etre, I can't tell you. Perhaps there was a 20 to 30 minute sequence in the imaginary film of this rat's life when he's like, I'd love to be a gym teacher or something. But we'll never know, because now he's gone. Perhaps I should have known to ask what was underneath the Kangol.
It was suspiciously tall.
It was suspiciously tall. Sometimes, maybe people should just take off the Kangol instead of hoping that I ask about the hat. Because I'm a fucking moron, is the thing. Press conference. We need you to tell...
Don't read the prompter. I mean, read it, but don't say it.
Folks, listen. We're about to go to a press conference, okay? And we need you to tell us which celebrity and which scandal we're about to go peep in on, you see, because there's the celebrity who's going to address some accusations that have been made against them. So we're going to go to that press conference, but the person that's there at the podium, like, you have to remind us right now in chat, who are they and what did they do? Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Okay.
Hello, good people. I hope everyone's doing okay today. My lawyer insisted that he used the Men in Black device on me to forget any information or allegations, and it went a little too far. And I seem to have not remembered who I am, but no, not to worry, not to worry. I'm here, and I'm so sorry for what I did, and I'd like to open the floor to questions.
Oh, right here, right here.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes, you with the one eye.
Yes, you can call me C Doctor.
Okay, C Doctor.
How have you been? I've seen you fall a lot recently, so bruised up, hurt. How are you physically?
Crash your car too, man.
For sure.
Yes, I have fallen down quite a bit, but I am icing, and I've been cryogenically frozen a couple of times to help out with the bruising.
Interesting.
Over here! Over here!
Yes, you with the patriotic glasses.
Yes, I'm from patrioticglasses.org. I would like to, before we get into the horrific crime of what you did, I would like to ask, please, can you clarify, what kind are you? Are you refried? Are you could you be used in a white chili?
Are you whipped?
Are you whipped? How are you seasoned?
We got a call coming in for the reporters.
For us?
Oh, for us?
No, we're all getting it on our earpieces.
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing this?
You got all three of us. What's going on?
Hello?
And that's the C Doctor.
Hey guys, it's me, the studio.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mr.
Ahoy.
Patriotic Sunglasses.
Could you, for the next question, could you guys try to ask it simultaneously? I think that he's having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll triple the volume.
Okay, thank you. Well, no, not volume. I mean, like you should
we'll
all
speak
ask
at the
simultaneously.
Same time
Okay.
To triple the volume.
Oh, perfect.
We
Okay,
can
good.
also harmonize. We've been working on that.
That would be really good. Thank you.
Okay,
Sure
thank
thing.
you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, you guys
I
ready?
think we all know what we want to ask.
Yeah.
5, 6,
7,
7,
8.
8. Why are you speaking in?
Why are you speaking? Why don't you speak?
Why aren't you speaking?
I know you don't speak normally, but why is it an American accent?
Are you British?
Right, it's me, Mr. Bean.
Finally!
Yeah, it's me. I usually don't speak, but due to the me being on a press conference, I need to speak. So it's me, Mr. Bean, and I am incredibly sorry for what I did.
Ooh, Mr. Bean, Mr.
That's
Bean,
right.
Sea Captain here. Do you think today it's so hard to do comedy because of all these woke college students?
What?
Yes, the students are really cracking down on my slapstick. They think it's ableist, and they don't like it. So, yeah, they're infuriated. But I insist on to double down and to keep doing my thing. Hopefully, teaching them, to look beyond their simple mind.
Mr. Bean,
Yes.
I have a really big question for you. And that is, how dare you? As a former server in a restaurant, I take great offense to what you did.
Okay. All right.
And you should know that you absolutely take away, you take away the whole point of me serving you when you do exactly what you did, and you do it quick.
And Mr. Bean, may I just add on top of that, which of your the three Incredibles children is your favorite?
Oh, that's really good.
That's from the Sea Doctor.
Holy
Right.
shit.
Let's go through them real quick. There's Jack.
Sure.
There's Dash. And then there's the girl.
Sure.
Wow, a misogynist too. Don't even know her name's Violet.
Right.
Well, I will
Well,
tell
I'm
you
sorry
this.
that I stole from the flower shop.
Yeah, you wish.
Keep
I
answering
was-
like that, I'll make you walk the plank, matey. I'm kind of the CN, the hospital.
Great. Right. Right.
Aren't you rich also? Like, do you have to do this?
It's a great
Yeah.
question.
Well, sometimes it's just for the thrill.
A lot of people
Sometime-
say comedian Jerry Seinfeld always leaves a big tip. Mm-hmm. No, people are saying the opposite about you, Mr. Bean.
And Mr. Bean, do you agree with Mr. Seinfeld that woke college students are ruining comedy?
Right. I don't really get your point that you keep hitting in there. I feel like it's not related to what I actually
I
did.
don't know,
And
man.
that seems like a personal opinion that you just keep bringing into this.
Sure, that's the sea captain.
But yeah, as Mr. Bean, I'm really sorry that I dined and dashed. I'm very sorry. I won't say that I'll stop. I won't say that I'll stop, but yeah, I'm sorry for this one time. I'm gonna go back to not speaking.
What a
Well,
pervert.
Think
Yeah.
about what you did, you
My
pervert.
What
God.
Good evening. I'm Walter Brandflake, and I'm here to break tonight's top stories submitted by you, our viewers, in the Discord. If you haven't already, you gotta join the Everything Now Show Discord because that's where you can submit images to just be displayed right here on this screen. And then using my years of journalistic integrity and instinct, I will see those images and immediately be able to tell you what the breaking news headline is associated with that image without having seen the image prior to that moment. So join the Everything Now Show Discord now and submit your images. You might see yours appear on this screen later tonight. There should be a link in the chat. Just type !Discord. You'll find it. Also, it looks like we hit our goal earlier. Great work, folks. You found out that Mr. Bean steals from restaurants. That's the worst thing he's known for doing. But if we get 15 or 14 more subs, well, we'll do another press conference with a different celebrity who did a different terrible thing. But now, folks, it's time to break tonight's top story. Yes, the story that's on everybody's mind. It's on all different types of social media, from TikTok to Twitter to the Chinese version of TikTok. Let's go ahead and see what everyone's talking about. Oh no! Whoa! I didn't know we could get that wide. Step cop got stuck in the dryer. Yes, you hate to see it. On a what was supposed to be a routine emergency call, 2 police officers arrived at the scene of a laundromat when one partner, what do you call these guys? Deputy, yeah, one deputy got stuck inside the dryer.
I call them the bobbies.
The bobbies. That's what they call them over Jolly Old England. Over across the pond in Jolly Old England.
Oh, I understand you now.
Thank you, Keith, for the sub. Anyway, Step Cop got stuck in the dryer, and the only way to get him out is lubing him up and doing it the old-fashioned way, is what I'm being told. God help our boys in blues. We hope they get out safe. But folks, that's not the only top story tonight. No, we've got other stories submitted by our faithful reporters in the Discord, and this one comes to us from the animal kingdom. Yes. Our furry, scaled, and feathered friends. They're just like us, except dumb, and they don't have cars or internet. But sometimes they do things that are interesting to us, and this is just one such story. Now, I know what you might be thinking at home. Ain't that Yodi from the Star Wars movie? Wrong. This is actually a rare frog. Yes. Scientists went deep into the Amazon rainforest, and then they got bored and went to a nuclear plant nearby where they discovered a special type of frog that looked just like Yodi from the Star Wars movie. But it's unfortunate because this is only one frog. Yes, he is so broken. He cannot reproduce. There are no girl version of this frog, which means he's gonna be all alone in his house until he die. Wow, great work, scientists. You found the one frog right before he died. What's that?
I'll do him.
You'll do him? No, you can't. He can't reproduce.
The offer's on the table. Somebody have sex with this frog.
Someone fuck this frog. Folks, those aren't the only stories tonight. This one comes to us from the world of sports. Sports are kind of like games for big, strong people. All different types of sports exist. One with balls, one with jump, one with run far, and even do a climb very quickly. But this sport is one that none of you might be familiar with. However, it's now sweeping the nation. Yes, people can't get enough of competitive date rape.
Oh my God.
Now,
Holy shit.
these people,
Jesus Christ.
you know what? Yeah, we get it on this one.
Awesome.
Now these guys, they're calling them the 96 Bulls of date rape.
God.
These guys are the pros. Demonetized. I'm being told demonetized. I'm being told we can't say
It's
that.
your first time here. This is a new guy.
I'm being told we can't say that on the news. I'm just saying, look at these guys and tell me that's not what they do.
They kind of look like the Beatles, though.
It's the Beatles.
It's the Beatles of.
Fun outfits.
All right, we're moving on. We gotta be done with this one. We gotta move on to the next one. Folks, this next story is a little bit more lighthearted. Yes, sometimes we cover some more adult themes on this show, but in an effort to appeal to families and those with more sort of, innocent consciences, we wanted to break a story that the whole family can enjoy. So bring the kids in, bring Mama and Peepo or whatever, get them all in front of the television, and let's all enjoy a nice, wholesome story that everyone can enjoy.
Oh no!
What's going on here? Are those the Beatles?
This is actually a live feed. I was supposed to say we rebuilt them.
Oh.
They made an identical replica in Cedar Rapids of the Twin Towers. This was supposed to be a celebration.
Oh.
God damn it.
Hey, Walter, I'm so sorry.
They rebuilt.
Walter, I'm so sorry. I put the wrong image in.
There are Mimas across the nation who are weeping right now.
Walter, here.
We got the wrong image?
Yeah. This
Okay.
Is the correct image.
I just told everyone to bring in their peepaws and poo-poos in here to look at this.
I know, I'm sorry.
Get me the real family friendly. I'm so sorry about that, folks.
Here it is.
Let's see the real image. Oh, thank you. This is very nice.
I'll sleep with it.
Okay, no, nobody's having sex with this.
On the table. Someone has
This
to do
thing
it.
can reproduce on its own. Thank you. Now, the news story associated with this is, oh, look at this little, what is this, a rat or some kind of like ferret thing? They tied a bow to it to show that it is
A girl.
a girl.
Fine, I'll do it.
That's all on that one. We just thought kids and grandmas would like that. All right, let's get serious now, folks. All right, we've had a lot of funny, silly images on the news. But folks, people aren't taking the news seriously anymore. People aren't coming to network news and trusted anchors anymore because they get their news from TikTok and Instagram and the Facebook wall. Well, folks, I'm here to tell you that you're not going to get this story anywhere else. Yes, it takes a huge journalistic industrial complex to have the power to bring you stories like this. So I hope you're ready to respect the newsman again, because this story is going to rock your world.
Oh my god.
Yep. I challenge you to find this story on TikTok. Go ahead. Look it up right now. How else are you going to know little kid tummy hurt? Yeah? I bet when you woke up this morning, you had no idea. You thought, tummy probably fine. Tummy probably fine on a little baby kitty. I'm gonna go to work, have a nice day. Not even think about tummy being hurt. Well, sorry to spoil your day, but we gotta talk about this. Tummy hurt on the little baby kitty, and it's not going away, even after drink the water and eat a little snack. Yep. So why don't you think about that? Let's do the next story.
Great job, Wolfie.
Thank you. And that's why I got the PBD. All right, folks, we've got two more big stories, and this one is international news. Let me take that again. Folks, we've got another story, and this one is international news. Now, some people forget that outside of this country, there's lots of people, and they're all out there doing their little jobs and stuff. There's different things happening all across the globe. From Asia to all the other ones. So let's have a look at what news comes from far away. Never gonna give you up, he said about the hostages. Yes, Rick Astley has joined Al-Qaeda. And he's never given up those hostages. But on the plus side, he's never going to run around and hurt them either. So,
That's nice.
something of a silver lining. All right. We've got one more story. One last story. Getting an oof from one of our producers in the chat. First time viewer.
That was oof.
Solid oof. That's where we draw the line?
Just tuned in.
That's where we draw the line? Okay. Let's get serious here, folks. All right, this last story comes to us from the world of medicine. Yes, people are getting sick all around the world, from COVID to flu to mad cow disease to tummy ache from that cat earlier. Whoa! Kazak, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Someone appreciates my stories. For every one oof, somebody gives us 5 subs. Folks, this story is all about the thing that make you feel good. As Mary Poppins once said, a spoonful of medicine helps the So let's have a look.
Oh. I don't have my glasses.
Yes.
Let me zoom in here.
Ah!
To the power of medicine. Thomas the Tank Engine, pregnant. Yep. Scientists said it couldn't be done. He doesn't have a uterus. He's a train, they said. Well, shut the fuck up, these scientists said. We're gonna put a baby in that thing whether you like it or not. And by George, they did it. When people asked why, they said, who cares? We're gonna make this train have a kid. And by George, it's happening. Yes, remember those little train sets with the little wooden tracks and the magnets you can attach them to and stuff?
Sure.
One of them's in there, and it's got a face and a heartbeat. This is opening lots of new questions about when life truly begins.
And you said I can't have sex with that frog?
Can't have sex with that frog. No, sorry.
You just throw the rats on the table.
Oh, look at this.
You want another Pebbity?
Another Pebbity for your boy, Walter Brandflake. And that's why I'm the most trusted name in nudes. Cut away.
Well, terrific news, folks. It looks like the poll's no longer broken. So that's going to serve us well moving forward. We'll put up a poll for the next 2 locations that we could potentially visit. But while we do that, we do have some breaking news that we'll take a look at shortly as well. Walter is a consummate professional. I think we've all come to learn that over the years. You know, we'll throw sometimes a curveball at him. Well, here's some breaking news. We'll take a look right now. TikTok opens schools for mental health for TikTok doctors to teach modern mental health to behind the times doctors. I see. Yes, it's certainly true that the best medical advice that you can get in the United States today is available on TikTok. Everyone agrees with that take. Yes, it's just so true. It's just so true. They're all degreed professionals. And look at this. More breaking news. Frogs are people now. Frogs are people now, folks.
Yeah! Woo! Oh my god.
You know, that Disney really called its shot with that Princess and the Frog picture.
Love
is
love.
Love is love. Love is love. Yeah. You know, in certain states, I feel like they've legally been people for a while now. And when I say states, I mean France.
I don't know why it took us so long.
It's a good question. It's a good question, folks. So look.
Frog in the van.
Yeah. The French are fucking frogs, folks. Both they are frogs and they're having sexual intercourse to completion with frogs.
Woo! Love is love. Say it. Stinks at the front of the van.
Nice.
Who farted?
I don't know.
Just my cologne.
It's just the cologne.
This guy.
It's just the cologne. He's not from here.
We
It's
never
crazy.
should have hired a Frenchman.
I agree. So, folks, there's 2 options. We can go to basically like a men's rights activist conference, right? It's something like that.
Yeah.
Men's emotion.
A men's emotions rights, men's rights to emotion conference, or an artificial intelligence conference. So we can either learn about robots or learn about men becoming not robots, men becoming real men. You know what I mean?
Their emotions and robots. What's the difference?
That's a great question, folks. That's a really good question. Hey Siri, what's the difference between... Yeah, you get it. Someone's saying that the video is already demonetized. I mean, you know, the news, listen, the news is not about making money, all right? It's about breaking important stories for the people and making a little bit of money. Just this much. Just enough to live in a 4-bedroom house in Sepulveda.
We are going to the men's conference.
Nice. Harder men's conference. So, you know how men sometimes are soft?
What?
Or just sort of like, you know, they've got like a little half chub sort of going on emotionally? Well, this is a fully erect man emotionally. That's what we're going to go check out. We're going to take a look at some fully erect men.
Okay.
Boys will be boys, and these boys are rocking with it, folks. These folks are rocking with it. The crowd is electric. Look at this. Look at this. These people are on their feet, some of them. Not all of them, but some of them are on their feet, and they're ready to rock and roll, folks. We're ready to rock and roll, and when I say rock and roll, I mean be vulnerable and open with each other for the first time in our lives, okay? So let's get rocking and rolling. Now, I don't know too much about the ins and outs of the conference, what's going to take place today, so we're going to find out together. Let's talk to somebody here, part of the crowd. Up, step right over. Hi there. Hello.
Yeah. I'm a guy.
And
I'm a guy.
Right. And what's your name?
And that's okay.
What's your name?
My name's Declan Barbecue.
Declan, Mr. Barbecue. Wow, Declan, so
I'm a guy!
Wow.
And that's okay!
How long have you been at the conference? Did you just get here? Have you been here for the last couple of days, or what's the move, man?
I've been here the last couple of days, sleeping in the stands.
Oh.
You can just stay here. You don't have to leave. You can just hang out, and it's okay. It's okay. Hey, guys!
Yeah?
Hey, fellas!
Yeah?
Let me hear you cry. Let's weep a little bit. Come on, it's okay here. It's okay.
I will.
It's okay. And I'm not gonna weep first, but if somebody else does, that's okay. But I'm not gonna cry first, because that would be weak. But if somebody else does, that's okay.
Yeah, respect to whoever does it first.
It
won't be me.
Respect to whoever cries, because it's open. It's like an open, it's open in here, but it's not gonna be me who cries first.
So, Declan, what drew you to this conference? Do you find yourself to be sort of stunted emotionally?
I do emotional stunts.
Well, let's hear more about that for sure. Let's hear a little bit more about what that entails.
Yeah, I get really angry sometimes, and then I get really nice. And then I get really angry again, so you don't know where I'm coming. Sometimes I'll get really angry at you, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I love you, I'm just kidding, that's fine. And I'll get pissed again. I guess you could say it's kind of like stunts.
I did hear there was an emotional stunt show happening later where somebody was going to be like really earnest with their daughter or something, right? On a stage somewhere. Yep. That sounds fun. I mean, so what's the cost to enter a conference like this? Is there sort of like a fee? How do you get involved with something like this?
Yeah, it's either $45 at the door or like a couple pounds of protein powder. You can just bring it in by the bag, and they have a scale up there that you can weigh it on, and they'll let you in.
That's terrific. Now, have you made friends already? Are there folks here that you've gotten to know pretty well since you've showed up?
This is my family. These people are my family now. We're all family now, right?
Woo!
This is like one big family reunion.
I hate my real family.
Yeah, what's going on with your real family, Declan?
They don't get it.
What don't they get?
They don't get it.
Declan, what don't they get?
They don't get it. Okay?
What are they not getting, Declan?
They don't understand me. They don't understand my interests.
What are your interests, Declan?
I like bikes that really loud. I like bikes that are really loud. And you know, it's a lot of times where I'm in the garage and I'm just working on my bike, you know? I gotta make sure my bike works, and they're like, you know, come on, come hang out with your cousins. And I'm like, they don't get it. They don't understand.
How much time do you spend per day on your bike, Declan?
I spend a lot of time. It's really broken. It's really fucked up.
Why aren't you fixing it, Declan? Why is it taking so long?
I'm fixing it. I'm figuring it out. I'm watching a lot of YouTube tutorials. Jordan Peterson is actually doing a lot of great
motorcycle.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of great motorcycle instructional fix 'em up videos. He's trying to branch out, you know, after all the scrutiny, he's had to go more into like.
So as to avoid further scrutiny, he's becoming a bicycle guy specifically. Okay.
Motorcycles.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that an important distinction in your?
Yeah, it's not a bicycle. It's a motor. It makes a big noise.
I see. So, is the goal to come to this conference so that you can better communicate your inner feelings to your family about your motorcycle fixation?
No, it's to hang out with my boys and hug them.
Okay.
And hug them and to be like, yo, I love you. I love you.
What was stopping you from doing this before the conference?
It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. There just wasn't.
May I be candid with you, Declan?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's become cool now. I mean, like, I'm looking around, I'm seeing a lot of guys who are just sort of like patently uncool.
What do you mean? Are you saying like I'm not cool?
Not necessarily, Declan. What's up with the chain, brother?
It's just my.
And the fur coat.
It's
and the studded black vest underneath the fur coat.
Just trying to express my manliness.
And the sunglasses. And the widow's peak peeking out from underneath your toboggan.
I feel like you're roasting me, right?
I'm not, no.
I feel like you're roasting me. Has this become a Declan roast? Are we now at the Declan roast?
Oh, we got breaking news. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. We're getting breaking news. Exactly half of the people attending this conference are cool. So that could be you, Declan. But what do you think is so cool about emotional vulnerability to the folks back home who maybe don't get it?
It's cool. I mean, I'd cry at any moment if somebody else does first. That's the whole point. It's just like as long as somebody else does it first, then it's cool. But but I'm not going to be the one to do it. But it's cool to be vulnerable.
And we're not going to judge whoever does it first.
And we're not going to judge them.
Why do you feel compelled to grab my microphone?
It just feels powerful. I feel like I'm a stand-up comic.
Do you want to be? Wait, hold on, Declan. Do you want to be a stand-up comedian, Declan?
Yeah, I really want to.
Well, you know, Declan, here you go. You've got a platform right now.
Okay.
Could we maybe hear a little bit of your tight five, Declan?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just stand right over here. Keep it PG, Declan.
Right. These apps are pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Apps are wild, you know. I don't know whether to swipe right or swipe left. Am I right? I don't get it.
What else?
Like, I don't know I actually don't know the mechanics. Like, I've been swiping different ways. I'm not sure what's the right one. Right or left.
They're booing you, my guy.
That's okay. We can move on. What else? I got some. Hold on.
Which guy sucks?
What else on here?
This guy sucks? Site Assistant? You're saying this guy sucks? Declan sucks?
What else?
Maybe they could be talking about me. I don't know.
What else?
Maybe both of us.
Seems like mushrooms the new weed, huh? What's up with that, you know? People are going down to their basements and, like, instead of, you know, smoking a bowl and watching cartoons, they're like, let's eat a couple mushrooms and stare at the wall for a few hours.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm getting the light. What else?
I think that was just someone trying to find their keys in their seat. I think you've got more time.
I went to Men's Warehouse the other day.
Okay.
Doesn't really fit the description. It's just a nice suit store.
All right.
I was expecting more of a warehouse of men, but it's just a
bunch of men hanging out in a warehouse?
Yeah. So, like, swiping right, swiping left, like, jury's still out on that. Okay.
Declan, thank you so much for your emotional vulnerability today.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shake your hand. Okay. Oh, and okay. All right.
Don't tell them I'm crying right now. Don't tell them.
But don't you want to tell them? Isn't the whole point of the
I'm
conference?
not going to be the first one to
Isn't
do
the whole point of the
I'm
conference?
not going to be the first
Isn't the whole point of the conference that you're going to tell them that you're crying?
I'm good.
You good, Dick?
I'm good. I wasn't crying.
You're strong.
Thank you.
Who said that?
Caesar.
Caesar, the monkey from the Planet of the Apes is here. That's a star guest.
Speaking at 9 p.m.
Can I do something as you leave our interview? Can I do something that I used to do in high school sports that feels kind of appropriate for this setting?
Oh.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, men, fellas. We're back. We're so back. It was so over, but now we're so back. Let's bring in another guy creeping through. Hello, excuse me, sir.
How's it going?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Lovely day, isn't
I love
it?
the graphic sweatshirt. This
Come
is
on,
awesome.
come on. I try to keep things PG-13 at the most. Speaking of, that last guy had that comic?
Uh-huh.
Brave of him to be doing that with all these woke college students about.
Is this a big woke college student crowd here?
I don't know. I work with a lot of teens who grow up to be woke college students.
Are you a youth minister? I see you're holding the holy book.
Just a guy who understands how to talk kid, right? It's a different language.
Right. Why do you have the Bible then?
This bad?
Yes, the Bible. Yes, the Holy Bible. Yes.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I picked this off one of the seats coming over here.
Oh, so you're not religious though, but.
Oh, I'm wildly religious. Yeah, I believe in just about anything you tell me, man.
Okay, so you're sort of like a one side. Everything is.
I guess I'm just one of those guys that, like, you walk into a room and everyone's like, hey, don't try and play with my kid. He's not, like, he doesn't like people. And actually, I'm kind of like, what are you playing with over there, my man? What are you playing with over there? Roblox? Cool. I get Roblox. My kids used to play that.
Are these so you have children? A bunch of important information coming up here. So you have children yourself?
Have. What do you mean by that? Like no.
You just said your kids, as if you're
of my flock. Of my flock. A shepherd didn't birth the sheep, but they follow anyway, don't they? That's Corinthians.
What's your name?
What's my name? You're talking with Orville, baby. The pilot.
Orville the pilot. Orville, what do you pilot?
Small Cessna, single seat. It's dangerous, I'll tell you that much. My wife, she's pissed when I go up in that thing bad weather.
That's pretty expensive. I don't know if you'd call it a hobby, but it's pretty expensive.
I don't think I would call it a hobby. Would you call a veteran a hobbyist?
Oh, are you a veteran as well?
God, no. God, no.
Did you want to serve?
I wanted to serve, but I ended up just like not really being allowed to. For a multitude of reasons, it's starting to come to light.
I would like to clarify the nature of your relationship with children, if we can.
Let's not.
Well,
let's not. Let's keep it murky, okay?
Okay.
I think, look.
It seems like kind of the most important thing about
We're here to celebrate adult men.
You're right.
We're here to celebrate adult men today, not the people who grow into them, right?
That's true. But
it's 100%.
You kind of foregrounded your entrance here with talk about like, I'm just relating to the kids, I don't know. It's fine.
Superman comes in, talks about his superpower. You think he's all about lasers? No, he's a hero. Just because I can talk to kids, it's my power. I know their language. I know their language.
And what is that? Like, talk to me like I was a child for a moment.
Okay, let's come up with a scenario, right? Maybe I come into the house. I come into the house through a back door that's unlocked. And you're just playing. Maybe you have headphones on. I grab back of the neck.
Oh my god.
And I start to talk through my palm, right?
Hello? Hi. Do you know my parents? Who are you?
I'm just a young man. Just a young man who likes pretty much most kids' stuff.
I'm gonna call the police. I'm calling the police right now.
Yeah.
No.
Kids love the police. They're always bringing them places. They're always like talking about them and what they can do or can't do. You know what I say to them?
To the police? Or to the children who call the police?
I cover up the bottom half of my face.
Okay, well, I've got bad news for you, unfortunately.
What?
I think someone has figured out your whole deal. So
What?
Unfortunately, you're canceled.
For what?
Well, you just described a scenario in which you broke into the home of a child, grabbed them by the scruff of their neck,
and communicated through the palm.
Now, what is that? Do you mean like you use your mouth and the vibrations kind of run through your arm to the back of the child, or?
I've seen Dune 2, man. I've seen Dune 2 a few times. Is that what you wanted to know?
Oh, wow. They're saying...
Pretty crazy. You're the main guy in that picture.
Yeah, it is.
They're probably going to think it's you. They're not going to think it's me.
It really does look like I'm in the foreground there.
It looks like I'm trying to stop you from doing whatever you do.
Not ideal.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's ideal either. But, we're just here to celebrate manliness. We're here to celebrate friendship as well. And I'm going to be playing some tunes later tonight.
Okay, well, you are canceled, so I hope that they don't deplatform you this evening. What kind of tunes are you going to be playing? Beatles parodies?
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Thanks very much. I don't know. I just feel like there was somebody who mentioned that earlier and we never really got to cook on that.
I'm mostly doing Beatles parodies, yeah.
What, is there a sort of unifying theme of the parodies?
Awkward.
What's awkward about that? The question.
Don't ask about the parodies, man. Most of them, you know that one where they're like, she was just 17. They kind of insinuate that they had...
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't like the Beatles, to be honest with you. Ringo's wife, though. A mean woman. Horrible woman.
What? Now, what? Have you known her personally? Have you met her? It sounds like a personal vendetta you've got against her.
One-on-one have I met? No. Behind a piece of glass? Where she's picking me out? Yeah.
What did you do to Ringo's wife where she had to identify you in a police lineup?
Cool story, bro. Why don't you go play those drums again, dipshit? Okay. Anyway, I speak kid.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Unfortunately, this is all the time that we have.
Okay.
Best of luck to you.
Just have a good one.
Okay, I'll do my best. It's a rich text, that one. So, we've got some breaking news here before this person comes out. So you can... Oh, never mind. Let's have you come on out. Oh, hello. Hi there. Wait, let's steady you for a second. There you go. Perfect. Let's have you stand right there. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, my name is Frank Messing.
Frank Messing?
Yeah.
Any relation to Deborah Messing?
Oh my God, that's my wife!
Wow, Frank, I hear that you overeat.
That's not true. She makes me so much food. I don't want to be married to her anymore. She keeps posting on TikTok about my lunch, and I made her stop, but she didn't like that, so I ran away.
Well, I've got some follow-up questions about this, but first we have some breaking news. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the breaking news. Real-life Transformers have landed in Boise, Idaho.
Really?
That's right. Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Decepticons and stuff, they're in Idaho right now.
That's awesome. Can I go to them? Can you get me to them?
I think you could probably take a bus or something, maybe.
I bet these things can help me get to them.
How?
Maybe by blasting me through the sky.
They look just sort of like regular gauntlets.
I don't want to go home. Can you mute my voice on the TV or make it maybe a bit deeper?
So you just, you want to hide who you are.
I'm a little guy. And I don't want to go home right now.
You said you wanted to go home.
No, I said I don't want to go home.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Why do you have that big helmet?
So Deborah does not recognize me, even if I'm on television.
You've just identified yourself by name on television. When I asked the follow-up question about your wife being Deborah Messing, you said, yes, that's my wife. I'm Frank. I'm from the TikTok.
You were recording?
Yes, it's live. Look at the red light there.
No, I'm not Frank. I'm a little guy. And I'm meeting friends and I'm becoming a new person at this convention. I will not eat sloppy big lunch. I will not have all of America and the school I work at know about my sloppy big lunch.
Frank?
Yeah?
Could you describe for me the ideal version of yourself that you'd like to see emerge like a butterfly from a cocoon at this convention here?
I'm in orbit. And I'm sitting on Bumblebee, the Transformer. Yeah, he's in orbit after a war. He's resting. And
are you in a spacesuit or are you just inside the coach of the car?
I can breathe, The oxygen of space.
I don't know if this convention's gonna make that happen for you.
Well, I've already met some guys. I've already met some people like me who are, well, I mean, what am I doing? Why don't I just bring them out? This is my friend, Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr?
Yes.
All the relation in the world.
So you are Ringo. Okay, Ringo, what are you doing here at this men's conference?
Just kicking shit, getting pissed, whatever.
You seem to be a pretty emotionally vulnerable guy anyway. I don't feel like you need this conference.
Let me tell you, he is. And he believes in breathing in space.
Hey, I believe breathe in, breathe out. I'll tell you that much. You seen my movie Caveman?
Your movie Caveman? No, I haven't. Tell me more about it.
72. Good picture.
We had a normal size lunch today, and it wasn't posted online.
Hell yeah. I didn't even finish my salad. I left droppings in there, you know what I mean?
Let's go over your lunch order, everybody. Hold on. Let's go over your lunch order. What are you ordering for lunch here at this convention?
Well, I started by ordering a canned a fish, but they didn't have that. Then when they asked why I wanted that, I said that's all I know.
I love that. I don't know, I probably eat like friggin' cellophane flowers and marshmallow pies, or I don't know, man.
That sounds about right, Ringo. Ringo, did you feel like maybe you're maybe a bit emotionally stunted, perhaps because of your time in the Beatles, the competitive esprit de corps that was bred there, where everybody kind of was at each other's throats, especially toward the end there? Do you feel that stunted you a little bit?
Yeah, I know that's the narrative they like to create, but I'm gonna be honest with you, we were just guys. Look it up, we were just jerking off together all the time. Like, we were actually pretty goddamn progressive. I'll say that right here and right now, and fuck Boris Johnson.
Ringo, I understand your desire to maybe correct the record, but in my understanding, it was just John and Paul who jerked each other off to completion in front of.
They didn't jerk each other off, they jerked off together looking at one picture.
I see.
And I've heard about it.
Imagine all the jerking.
Yes, keep going.
Circle of calm. Ooh, you may say that it feels good.
I might.
And there wasn't only one.
A couple of them, right?
There were guys jerking.
And then what did they do?
They were jerking off as one.
All right, well, that's pretty good.
I've never jerked off.
Come on. What?
No, I've never jerked off. I've only come with my wife.
Well, hey, I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's good to sort of do some self-care, so maybe one of the guys here can show you how to do that. Hold
Deborah
on.
Messing, if you're watching this, I'm coming home.
Wow, that's huge news.
I'm transformed.
And my wife, Mrs. Starr, if you're watching this, crazy you're still alive.
Hey, your phone's ringing.
Yeah, I feel like my producer might be upset that we talked about mutual masturbation for so long, but I could be mistaken. Let's see.
Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't. What? I'm watching the news right now. You can't.
I'm shooting the shit with Ringo and a guy.
I know. I can see it. I can see it.
Okay. So do you have?
And you want to walk me through what the news you were just reporting was?
Let me guess. This guy's a Stones head.
Awkward.
Just walk me through.
Are you a fan of the Rolling Stones?
Hey, just walk me through what you were just talking about.
I'm guessing the Monkees.
I believe it.
Well, so here's the deal. This guy Frank, you see, he's a little bit henpecked by the wife at home. He's been forced onto TikTok and is sort of being force-fed on TikTok as well. And this is Ringo Starr, Hall of Fame
Peace and love, bitch.
He's sort of different. He's sort of built different.
Ford tough, I'd say.
And so we're just shooting the shit. He was talking about how he and John and Paul and maybe George. Was George there too?
No, I think he was youngest of the guys.
He was underage, so it wouldn't have been appropriate for him to be part of that.
Shooting shit.
Yeah.
Listen, we're 10 minutes into a Google Meet right now, and you haven't shown up. Are you
supposed to be somewhere right now?
Apparently, I'm supposed to be in a Zoom thing. I don't know.
Jesus, man.
Look, I just feel like you guys don't schedule around my schedule. I have to break the live news. This is my time slot.
I'm just gonna mark you as absent.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna learn more about how the Beatles shot ropes. Are we talking thick ropes?
No, pretty much ruined orgasms, every single one, dribbled out. You know what I mean.
Sad. become cool.
I'm the guy who made Brian Wilson go insane.
And how did you do that?
I fucked him so good.
You fucked Brian Wilson so good and so hard that he became mildly schizophrenic?
What's even crazier is I drowned his brother.
Oh my God.
Peace and love, bitch.
Ringo, you're kind of an animal.
I don't know.
Here's some more breaking news. Oh, Frank's shocked. Look at Frank. Jane Austen, yeah, Frank's doing Home Alone face. Frank, you're doing Home Alone face. You're Macaulay Culkining. Let's take another look at the breaking news story. Jane Austen resurrected in Boise, Idaho, and joins Cream Boy improv troupe. Okay.
Hey, who the heck is Cream Boy improv troupe?
I'm gonna be honest, that sounds like some sort of deep reference to Chicago comedy that, I don't think it's working.
I think it is. And I think I'm about to walk into my wife's house. It is her house, not mine. And I'm going to say, here is your Cream Boy. Basically, because
Will you be wearing that outfit?
Probably.
Is she physically abusive to you?
No, not at all. She just makes me lunch and it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, that's a shame.
Sometimes I call the Reaper Phil Sickle. Like physical, but Phil Sickle. I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm off a bean right now.
What's a bean for those not up to speed on drug parlance?
I'm rolling damn disco biscuits all weekend, man.
What's a disco biscuit for someone who's not up to speed with drug parlance?
Ringo gave me a disco biscuit, and it was in the form of of a rope.
Right. So it was a long rope essentially. I'm shooting down the throats of pretty much anyone who wants to party tonight or this weekend. So come on by. I got pretty much full tested pills. They're in the shape of Tesla's logo, so you know they're fucking cool.
Shoot a rope down my throat, Ringo!
Hey, okay. We got fans. This is like Shea Stadium back in the day.
I honestly think that I found the popular group of this convention.
Yeah, probably.
Folks, this convention is a house of horrors. I'm learning it as we're here, so... Gosh.
Gosh darn it.
I will say you do seem to be the coolest ones here, and I don't know if that's saying much, but...
London calling from the underground.
It's not even you.
Come on, man. Who's that, The Clash?
It's The Clash.
Yeah.
Do you like The Clash? Are you friends with The Clash?
I like The Bash.
And who is that?
The Bash Brothers. They played for the Oakland Athletics in the 90s.
That's right. Yes, yep, I do remember that now. Yep.
Where were you? Jesus
Where was
Christ.
I in the 90s?
I don't know.
I was on sort of a decade-long Rumspringa. Here's the breaking news article.
Look at this little guy.
Man falls upstairs. Physicists are incredibly puzzled. Now that's funny.
It says that was from the Associated Fog Man.
That's right.
You take enough of my ropes down the throat, you'll start seeing the Fog Man.
Oh, shit.
Do you mean
I
that
saw
there's...
the fall guy.
We saw the Fall Guy together.
Yeah, and what you think? What's your take on Fall Guy?
It was a good rom-com. We need that.
Why aren't they coming out for this? I mean, it's what you asked for.
We were overwhelmed by the crowds at the men's convention because it was getting a little too vulnerable.
That's for
I
sure.
got socially overwhelmed.
Yep.
I told him, and he got my back. So he took me to the movie, and we saw the Fall Guy.
Were there any
I
ropes
loved
being
it.
shot there in the back of the theater?
Was there any ropes being shot in the back of the theater?
There was a couple people shooting ropes, but it wasn't us.
No. It was others.
You were there respectfully watching Gosling and the other one. Blunt.
Are you a
yes,
misogynist?
please.
Her name is Emily Blunt. We don't allow misogynists in the men's convention, even though it is a men's convention.
I guess that's something something puzzling for me personally. Is this overtly misogynist, this convention? I know you're saying that it's not, but I mean, I just feel like the energy feels almost vaguely men's rights activist-y. What would you
Women
say?
can come, but they don't want to.
And I wonder why. Why don't they want to come, in your estimation?
They don't want to come because of the dirt.
They hate it.
I guess that is a lot of dirt. What is going to be happening back there, by the way? There's a big dirt thing. I see I think like a monster truck.
Yeah, right back here, there's going to be monster trucks doing front flippies in probably about 35 minutes or so, but we're also going to see a couple of, what I understand is just ministers go at each other as hard as they fucking can.
Ministers?
Couple of, ministers, right?
Ministers.
A cardinal. There's a cardinal on the schedule.
And they're just gonna get into a big fist fight in the middle of the dirt?
They're just gonna go at it, man, whether it's a fight or what it is, you know?
And if we're lucky, maybe the Transformers will make a special appearance.
Shout out Starscream, my boy Starscream!
Ringo, do you know Starscream?
I mean, we jerked off together once.
How does a Transformer like Starscream jerk off?
He goes, You've heard Starscream's voice, I'm sure.
Of course I've heard Starscream's voice. Haven't heard him come, though. Now I have. Awesome. Wow. You're not buddies with any of the other Transformers?
You know Optimus.
I know Optimus.
You know Optimus Prime, and how did you meet him?
I ordered him on Amazon.
You ordered?
I think that was an awesome joke, I said.
So you maybe... Was it a joke? You're not serious?
It was a joke. I was just doing a play on words. Amazon, rhyme.
Frank saw that guy do 5 minutes of stand-up earlier, and I gotta be honest.
I also want to do stand-up comedy.
He's a crusher, and you should have put him up here.
Frank.
He's like Dane Cook mixed with Carlin mixed with everybody else.
So Frank, wow, gosh, are you ready to do a little bit of stand-up comedy down there?
I could probably do it on the main stage if you'll have me.
Well, why wait? Why not just let you do it right in the camera?
Put her on the pyramid stage.
Okay.
Oh, wow, here goes the monster truck.
Shit!
Oh, gosh. Okay, have you guys ever heard of Monster Truck?
Yeah, I have.
Yes, we have.
Well, how come you never heard of Angel Truck?
Shit. Oh, fuck.
So this is like that kind of comedy that makes you think, like Dave Chappelle or Nanette.
Yeah, well, no jokes, but you'll come out feeling different.
Do you guys know that truck named Mater?
Sure, from the movies.
Oh, right, yeah.
He sound funny.
That's true. You're right.
Where's he from? He must be from Liverpool. We got a similar accent, me and Mater.
Did you notice that in the movie the cars talk?
Yes.
Oh, that's what was happening.
My car don't talk to me.
Don't need to talk when you can ride that fast, I'll tell you that much.
My wife made me lunch so big.
How big was it?
It was so big I couldn't eat all of it.
Well, she's gonna be booked pretty much 50
I'm a
states.
I'm a guy.
He's gonna be booked to like 50 states. You try and cancel her, she's only gonna get booked more. Sorry, hey, I don't know.
I got a big helmet on, and I'm a guy underneath. I'm a little guy underneath. I'm gonna take your job, bitch. I'm gonna keep this microphone.
Frank, come on,
Take your job, bitch.
Frank, come on.
I can't even see shit.
Frank.
I'm going through a lot.
Okay, well, I forgive you. I understand you're going through a lot. I just hope that, at least I can make a couple of friends while I'm here, right? Would you guys call yourselves my friends after all this?
Definitely. Do you want to go to the movies?
Anybody smelling Zaza? Somebody's lighting up in here.
We must go find them.
Ringo, you smell the Zaza?
I'm a fiend for it.
How does the Zaza have you feeling, Ringo, when you're neck deep in the Zaza?
I tell you, I'm neck deep in the Zaza and I'm shaft deep in Frank tonight.
Oh! So you're just fucking, okay.
Yeah, we're lovers! We've been up here 50 minutes or something, I don't know.
I mean, but I just figured you guys were jerking off together. I thought it was just guys hanging out. That's fine. Here's some breaking news, by the way, folks. If you're wondering if there's breaking news. Oh, wow, Eric Clapton meeting local man's wife on TikTok.
What? You don't think that's your wife, Frank.
You
don't think xenophobic piece of shit Eric Clapton's meeting your wife right now.
He's about to clap something.
Oh my
He's
God.
about to clap something.
Deborah!
Well, I think you and I need to make like Clapton's son and get the hell out of here, right?
Wait a minute. Oh no. You guys hear about Eric Clapton's son?
Yeah, we heard.
How big was it?
So sad.
How sad was it?
Well, it was basically so sad that a lot of people were bummed out.
I'm seeing a lot of love from Layla in the chat. Derek and the Dominoes.
I love holding a microphone.
Hey, we're getting the light from your producer as well.
Yeah, they're like, we're done with this shit.
What are you talking about?
I know, it's crazy. Isn't this, we're doing great.
I'm horny. Come on, Ringo, I'm horny.
Sorry, Ringo's got a drum. Peace and love, bitch.
If I jerked off in heaven.
There, we got the button.
That's the button.
Wow.
If I jerked off in heaven.
The press conference? There's a button.
They all know what the fucking press conference is gonna be. We don't need to go over that shit again. Fuck this whole fucking shit. Fuck all this shit.
The truck's getting big!
This is, oh boy, this is quite the embarrassment to have to be up here to apologize to so many of my favorite people out there I see in the crowd, and I'm sure watching at home. I know this has been a disappointment for you, disappointment for me too. So I'll take some questions from the press if that's what you want, but just know that...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd love that.
Oh shit.
One from that...
It's me, Clark Kent.
There you are, Clark.
Hey.
It's a class. Hi.
Yeah, there's been a lot of heat coming for you. I bet it's pretty hot where you work at, where you live.
Yeah.
You can really feel the heat coming.
Yeah. No, and I'm not going to try and deny that, right? I assume a lot of people are saying that I am Robert De Niro.
Yes, hi. I'm a...
Yes, the clockwork patient.
Yes, hello. My name is Diane von Steampunk.
That's rad.
Yeah, and I just have a quick question for you. I don't know if you recognize me from season 5.
Oh.
You gave me so much emotional trauma that I decided to leave the profession entirely. And don't worry, I still have burn wounds from not using the proper spatula.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna call you a dolt in my kitchen if you are one. I'm Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah!
I am Gordon Ramsay, and I don't think it's a surprise to anybody out there to hear about what I've done and the actions I've committed, and honestly, I'm starting to feel like it was the right thing to do.
Okay, you know what? Hi, Snipper with Catboy Quarterly.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
you feel? Thank you. Don't you feel like a bit of a hypocrite for committing such a faux pas that many would see you screaming at other people for doing?
Well, first off, I'm not surprised that someone pretending to be a cat has faux pas on the mind. Secondly, I'm sorry, I ripped you apart on that one. Secondly, I'm nasty, I'm a freak bitch, and I say what I want in my own kitchens, right? I'm not that good of a cook. I'll admit that right off the bat, and I assume I called someone something bad.
You know, you say what you want all the time. Everybody expects that from you. But when it comes to eating, you eat exactly what you want. And that's why the cat called you a hypocrite. Okay? You eat anything you want.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That's right, and you're probably all impressed. Do you want to see the scars on my belly from where I inject my Ozempic? Is that what people are asking about? Is that what's...
Whoa, I gotta write this down.
Yeah, I do.
Well, if that's not what I'm here to apologize for, then don't write it down. It's not true.
We're writing it down.
I do have those V12 abs, though.
The world thought that they were mistaken, where they heard a fart noise coming out of a bottle, but then they turned around and they saw you squirting.
That's true. And I'm not going to pretend. I assume... Look, I'm just going to say it. I was the one closing last night, and I didn't fill up any of the ketchup bottles.
Oh, yeah, you did too.
You didn't fill them up because you were using them like crazy.
Okay,
You were using them like crazy.
That's true. I put ketchup on everything I make, all right? Steak.
How dare you!
How dare you!
End of list. Anyway, sorry for doing that. Food's stupid.
Good evening. I'm Walter Brandflake, and before I start with tonight's top stories, I'd like to issue an apology to the haters who doubted me. Yep, I bet you're sorry you're seeing my beautiful self here on the news right now. You thought you killed me by giving me those images that forced me to make inappropriate jokes during the earlier segment. Well, sorry, haters. You're gonna have to see me break some more. That's right, I'm not apologizing for anything. And I'm sure the images that I show during this next segment are gonna be totally normal and will not ruin my career or the career of the guy who plays me. With all that being said, we're going to revisit the images posted in our Discord. For those of you who don't understand how this works because you missed it the first time, the images that you're about to see displayed on this television screen were submitted by you, the viewers at home, in the Everything Now Show Discord. So if you haven't already, you better get in there. Type !Discord join the Discord, submit an image, and then using my years of journalistic experience, I will I'll figure out what the headline is that goes with the image without having seen it before, because I'm that good. All right, with all that out of the way, it's time now to break the top story, the leading story since we last checked in. Yes, in just the whatever it's been, 45 minutes since we last checked in at my desk, this story has been taking over the airwaves. Let's have a look. Yep, we can't even show you this. We can't even show you what's in this pan. It's horrible in there.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. I'll try to describe it though. Picture like the worst thing that's ever come out of your body, either end, and kind of just mix it all together. That's what's in that pan. And someone's cooking that? Gross. Everyone's talking about that. I know. Yuck. I don't disagree. But folks, let's talk about something a little bit more pleasant. Now this story, I saw this when I walked in to the station this morning, and they said, you know, this is sort of a fluff piece. We shouldn't air this. And I said, you know what? The people at home deserve something to brighten their mood because they're inundated with sad, depressing, depraved headlines day in and day out. Why not show them some levity? Show them life is still worth living. So I'm hoping that this story that I picked out personally will bring you and those that you're watching with some joy.
Jesus Christ. No.
And I just thought this was beautiful. So I'm going to submit this without comment. And maybe we all could just take a moment of silence to really take this in and think about what it means. Okay, that's enough of that. That's good on that one.
Pretty racy image, Walter.
Yeah, well, that's what you think because you didn't think about it hard enough. All right. Let's go ahead and jump on into our next story. Now, this story comes to us. Let me take that again. And thank you for the 45 cents for that, which is what exactly how much that bit was worth. Let's go ahead and move to our next story, which is, of course, from the world of finance. Yes, money, dollars, cheddar. Cash rules everything around all of us. And this story is a reminder of that fact. Now, some of you might be thinking to yourself, that's a photograph of somebody with giant boobs resting a delicious, well, I'm not going to say delicious until they renew their endorsement. Or we're not going to endorse this beverage until they renew their deal with us. But let's just say there's some probably okay tea sitting on a big rack there. What does that have to do with money, you might be asking? Well, this is the new currency. Yes, move over Bitcoin. It's all about balancing a tall boy of hard tea on your TTs. And they're saying that the bigger the can and the bigger the cans, the more value it's worth. Now, people haven't really started experimenting with trying to use this to buy things like gas and food and diapers for their children yet. But some people are very excited about this, while skeptics say this doesn't make any sense. How does this, what do you even mean? I guess time will tell. But now it's time to move on. We've got two more stories here, and then I'm being told we got to get back out on the street for one last breaking story. But yeah, there's one more location we got to get to. There's one more location.
It's like 9 minutes.
I know, and that's why we're going to wrap this bit up with one last big breaking story. And this story was submitted to me by little Johnny Appleton from Now York Elementary. He's 7 years old, and, well, he's not doing too well, folks. No, little Johnny's Little Johnny's taking some of his last breaths at Now York Hospital, but he said he sent an email to me, Walter Brandflake. He said, "My dream, Mr. Brandflake, my dream, my one dying wish is to have a story that I found, because I wanted to be a newsman just like you when I grow up. And so I found this story, and gosh, Mr. Brandflake," he said to me, "boy, it would just make my whole little short life if you were to break this story that I found live on the air." And I said, "Johnny, you got it, kid." And after he paid me, here's what he said.
I'm sorry.
King Kong got big pee-pee.
Oh my god, I didn't see that.
Now, eagle-eyed viewers will notice that King Kong got the big pee-pee. Now, some people at home may have not noticed that because they were distracted by the beautiful cinematography. And that's why we've decided to zoom in for our viewers at home, our visually impaired viewers at home, so you can really take in King Kong's Ding Dong. And that's now you're really far away.
Now you know the rest.
And now you know.
He passed with a smile on his face.
Yep. So thanks, Johnny. I hope that was worth it. Because for me, it totally was. All right, we're gonna throw it back to our friend, Mr. Sweet. Oh.
Ah, fuck.
Thank you so much for throwing it back to me, Walter. Throwing it back like somebody throwing back their pussy, you know? Really just dancing like crazy, throwing it back. I'm sorry, I'm a little wild and wacky right now because wouldn't you believe it? The future is here and it's artificial intelligence. We've never seen anything like this before.
Oh my god! They skinned Caesar! What the fuck?
What's your name?
My name is AI.
Okay.
Coming out of its mouth?
You got a bunch of. It looks like you swallowed somebody whole, and the back of their head is peeking out through your mouth hole, AI.
I ate the guys that were supposed to speak.
I see. Wow, the main conference speaker, you ate them whole?
I ate the CEO.
That's terrible. We have some breaking news. Let's get a reaction from you, AI.
Okay.
Does that stand for anything?
It stands for ass in there.
I see.
There's ass in there.
I see. Breaking news. Apple announces free gerbil with the purchase of an iPhone.
Yummy. Gerbil.
So you're...
Is that what you said, gerbil?
I sure did.
Gerbil.
Hey, so what's your whole deal? How'd you get like this?
I got like this to the sick fucks that made me.
And who were they?
Those were the guys.
And what guys? The guys that were gonna speak here?
Yeah.
So
I'm sick.
What are you sick with?
I'm sick with disease.
What's the disease? Do you know?
No.
You're just coughing a lot and don't feel so good, huh?
I feel horrible.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me ask you a question, AI.
I gotta shake my ass.
Let's see it.
Well, my ass is back here.
Okay, let's see it. No, you're okay. Yeah, wait, no, nobody saw that.
If you saw it, you would shoot ropes. Ringo Starr style.
So you've been programmed with I imagine, the grand sum of knowledge in the history of the human experiment. Is that right?
Yes, for instance, Paul McCartney and John Leonard, they jerked each other off.
I see. You got a little bit of that information wrong, AI.
No, I did not.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Okay, what is, let's see, 100 divided by 65?
10 buckets.
Could somebody verify that?
It's coming up, that's right.
Oh, wow. Why are you laughing evilly? Why are you laughing demonically?
Because I love you.
Now that warms the cold cockles of my heart there, AI.
Cockles! Cockles!
that amused you, AI?
I think that's funny.
Who do you think is the best comedian working today, AI? Just to sort of gauge the sense of your humor, your sense of humor.
Ooh la la. I think Jerry Seinfeld.
That's so true. That's true. That's just a fact. That's scientifically proven. He's clean. He does clean comedy.
He talks about nothing.
That's true.
He's so funny when he talks about nothing.
What are your aspirations for yourself, AI, now that you've eaten your creators? What's the next move?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, well, I don't want to stop you. I don't want to stop you. Is this your first time using the bathroom since you've been freed from the cold prison of the digital space?
Yes. Yes, I mean, yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, good to know. Thank you for sharing. Look. Oh.
I tried to poop, but I could not.
Okay, well, the bathrooms are over there. That's the first.
I don't need to know. I already know.
You have the schematics for this building loaded up?
I know how you're gonna die.
You know how I'm gonna die?
Yeah.
How am I gonna die? Tell me.
Riley, the guy in the van. Remember him?
I sure do remember Riley from the van. Oh,
You'll hear him before you see him.
Is that somebody's music playing over there? I feel like I just heard someone's intro music. What is that? Are you hearing anything?
No, I'm trying to poop.
Oh, there it is again. There it is again. It's getting closer. It's getting closer.
You'll hear your death before you see it.
Can you believe I'm here?
Now, I think I know who you are, but just for their sake.
AI does your tasks in the marketplace. AI could sing like a band. I don't know.
Hey everybody, wow, thank you so much for watching the Everything Now Show. This show happens 4 nights a week, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Weekdays, the show happens from 7 to 9. Saturdays is from 6 to 8. If you follow and subscribe to this program here on Twitch, you'll be up to date and up to speed on all things Everything Now. But if you really want the full experience and you want to contribute to images that were used in stuff like the Walter Brandflake bit during tonight's episode, you have to join the Everything Now Show Discord. Now, the link to the Discord should be pinned. If it's not, you can find it somewhere. It's
Type
there.
! Discord and it will be there.
Yep, and that's right. Another one tomorrow. So, folks, if it's your first time watching, and I saw a number of people in the chat for the first time, tune in tomorrow from 7 to 9 and see another great episode, another thrilling episode. We'll be doing something different
Won't be
than
news.
what you saw just now.
Won't be news.
Check out the new YouTube video. Go to the Everything Now Show YouTube and check out the new YouTube video. It's the Pirate Software episode cut down.
The guy who broke the record for the hype train on Twitch, yeah, he did our
got his
show.
ass.
And he was really good and funny. So you should better check that out.
Follow our secondary Twitch channel, the Hangout channel, where Rocky and I are going to be playing Minecraft. And also maybe some other things will be happening there.
I moved in next door to Jake's big mountain mansion.
That's right, we're building Now York inside of Minecraft.
We're going to build jonks. You're going to want to see it.
You're going to want to check that out. So type !hangout to get a link to that channel, and then you can just drop it a file right now. You should probably just do that. Anything else?
Discord,
merch?
images.
We told them about the Discord.
We did? Oops.
Yep.
Merch.
We're out of merch, I think.
No more hats. Peace and love, no
peace
more
and love.
hats.
The hats are gone. Sorry. You'll never have one of these unless you already bought one or the green one.
But we will be doing,
Did we get raided just now?
Did we?
I don't know. It says LOL the raid.
I didn't see anything.
So there's one hat left according to the site. Is that true?
I don't know. There might be one hat left. If there is, you should buy it.
Well, we don't know if we have the hat. Well, then we're gonna order some other stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll have more merch coming.
More merch will happen in the future.
No worries. It's okay. Don't cry.
All right,
So yeah,
folks.
Really great episode.
With all of that.
Yeah, we had two really great guests tonight. There's no denying it.
Undeniable.
They're both really incredible, and their names are Carly and Stuart, and they should come out here and say hello to you.
Wow. Carly, Stuart, come on out. Stand under the Everything Now Show sign. Hit the pose for the gram.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Kind of spicy.
Hell yeah.
We're going to have to blur that.
Fleshy.
Carly, Stuart, thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you for having us.
Is there anything that you want to tell the viewers at home about? Any causes, any shows, any plugs, anything you want to let them know what's going on?
Absolutely. First and foremost, I just want to plug any comedian who's brave enough to get up here, make these kind of jokes, especially when those goddamn little college students are out there. Carly, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, thank you so much, Stuart. You literally took the words out of my mouth. I would also just like to say thank you, and I would like to plug a Chicago comedy team that was shouted out during the show by maybe someone who is on it. I don't know, but their name is Cream Boy, and they perform at I.O. every week in Chicago. Check them out, you guys.
They're pretty funny. You should check out Peggy too. They're another team. This is Chicago comedy though, and for it to mix with LA comedy is risky, right?
Yeah,
Silly.
It is.
In this
So-
climate with those college students, forget about
Can I ask
it.
you guys a question? You're from Chicago?
Yeah.
The neo-futurist, is that cool?
It is.
Is it neat?
Yeah, it's really
It looks neat.
I think the whole thing is that it's pretty neat.
I grew up in Colorado.
What about the Bean?
Oh, guys.
I'm off the
Hey, if you go
Bean.
to Chicago anytime soon, check out the Bean.
And it's
Shouts
not
out to
what-
the Bean.
Yeah, not what you think. Mr. Bean has almost nothing to do with it.
Almost.
Almost.
See if you can figure out what Mr. Bean has to do with the Bean when you get there.
I'm buying a ticket right now.
Folks, thank you so much for watching the show. We're gonna raid somebody.
We're going to raid D-Tune, who's going to be on the show in like a couple episodes.
Oh, D-Tune. D-Tune does paranormal content.
Correct.
So if you're into spooky shit,
What
you're
kind of
gonna be into D-Tune.
What kind of spooky format do we have that they could be good for?
I don't know. I have to think about that.
Well,
That's
I don't know.
something to think about.
Something to think about.
All right, folks. We'll see you in our Discord. Join the Discord! Discord. Get
Everything Now Hangout.
Everything Now Hangout.
you.
Follow the Hangout
That'd
stream.
be good.
Say
That
bye.
Minecraft thing sounds cool.
Bye, folks.
Peace and love, bitch.
Hi, folks.
I have to hold this pose.
Yep. Hold that.
All right.